It is now a new year, a fresh slate, a clean start. And for so many of us, that is a prime opportunity in our life for us to renew our hope and change our ways and to make this year completely different from everything we've had before. We're not going to suffer the same pain as we have done in the past. We're not going to make the same mistakes. In some cases, we're not going to be the same person. We all go into the new year with this vision of a bright future, of things going well, that as from today, my life can only get better. And the reality is that it isn't New Year that makes us feel this way, it's the state of our mind. New Year is just a vehicle for that. It's a great thing that every year this day comes round that reminds us of all of those things, but that is all it is a reminder for us to go, actually, yeah, I am pretty lucky. Look at all these great things that have happened to me in the past year. Look at all these things that I can improve on, that I can self-develop on. Look at all of these things that this year I'm going to make great. It doesn't have to be January 1st that you make that decision on. You can make that decision any day you want. You can wake up in the morning and say, from now, everything is going to get better. I don't care what's come in the past. I don't care what mistakes I've made or how low I've got. Everything is going to change from right now. You don't need to wait until the end of the year to make that choice. And it's the choice that's important, not the day. It's the way you are feeling in your mind. We have this rush of adrenaline at New Year, of excitement about all of the things that we're going to achieve. People make resolutions of things they're going to be better at, things that are going to enhance their life. We can make a resolution any day of the week. And as we know, usually the problem with these is that people don't stick to them. And sometimes they already know when they make them, they're not going to stick to them, and it's a temporary thing. Just like New Year. That feeling that you get on the first page of a clean notebook. You can fill it with whatever, but how long does that feeling usually last? Quite often, by a week into January, people have already completely lost it. They've gone back to their normal lives, and all of those negative emotions have crept in again. Stress, worry, fear, anxiety have taken over all of these positive things that they had on the first day of the year. And that's why people give up on their resolutions, because they say, this is reality. In my head there, it was just some fantasy of how my life could be, but this is real life, and I can't do that. I can't actually change, because it's tough. It's not as easy as I imagined it would be. But guess what? Just because something's hard, it doesn't mean that you shouldn't do it. And the reason you should do it, your motivation for doing it, is that feeling that you had at the start of the year, of how good your life could be if only you could stick to this thing. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a single thing that you want to change or resolve in your life. It could just be the attitude that you have to life in general, that you want to go to everything with more hope, with a complete acceptance of the past, a proactive approach to the present, and a bright look to your future. Of knowing where you want to get and getting there in small, manageable, realistic steps. A danger of our euphoria in the new year is that we look way into the future and try to conquer these huge goals. And then when it doesn't work a few weeks into January, that's why we give up. You're not going to conquer things overnight. We live in an age of instant gratification, but if we're actually going to stick to these things, to change our view of the world, we've got to learn to slow down a little bit. We've got to learn to know that things aren't going to happen immediately, but it's those small steps, those little things we can do every single day that are going to get us there. So if you're going to make a resolution this year, let that be it. That whenever you can wake up one morning and act like it's the start of the year all over again. Not even so much in the trivial little lifestyle goals that you want to achieve, but moreover in the big stuff. The way you look at your life, the way you view yourself, the way you view other people around you. Because actually, that's probably going to do a whole lot more for changing your lifestyle goals subconsciously than you might think. Maybe you won't be relying on these bad habits to give you that adrenaline kick that you so need. Instead, you'll just be happier within yourself. Be inspired by the feeling that New Year gives you. Because the amazing thing that it really shows us is that we can feel that way for no apparent reason. There's nothing all that special in the change of the year. The truth is that it's just one more night, like any other. The important thing is the change in our mindset. And that's what's going to get us through the rest of this year and achieve everything we want to. Because we can have that mindset whenever we want. Wake up in a bad mood and just tell yourself it's the 1st of January again. And your future is whatever the heck you want to make of it. And to make this year completely different from everything we have this rush of adrenaline. If you can feel better about yourself, better about your future, better about your life in general, maybe you won't be relying on these bad habits to give you that adrenaline. There's nothing all that special in the change of the year, but it's the change in our minds. There's nothing all that special in the change of the year. In reality,